Hey, what's up YouTube? Scotty Tradition, back with another video. It is Friday. That means it is Game 6, Brewers versus Dodgers, coming up in about, looks like 2.5 hours. So I'm stoked. Got my old school Brewers ball and glove Yount jersey on. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked about that. Brewers are going to have to win 2 to get this thing to the World Series. So. And we'll see what happens. You never know what can happen. I'm hoping for a good game tonight. So, with that being said, I've got a nice New Glarus Spotted Cow here, my favorite beer, and I'm going to take a nice drink of that. And we are going to go ahead and go through some video responses for some contests. So I got 2 contests I want to do here. The first one is the Sports Card Kid, who I just found recently through Bob Lewis, actually. From his response that he did. So the Sports Card Kid is like a father-son team. They are at 94 subs right now. Favorite teams look like the Packers and the Rangers. So that's an interesting combination. Of course, I'm all about the Packers. So pretty neat. So go check the Sports Card Kid out and help him gain some subscribers. And also got a contest for Hidden Gem. He's at 193 subs, and he's doing his 100 to 200 fans contest. That contest ends on 10/31. So, doing a couple contest response here. We'll start out with the Sports Card Kid. Basically, he is asking us to show our 2 favorite cards in our collection, and also our most interesting card, I guess. So I guess that could be interpreted a bunch of different ways, but I think I found one that fits the bill. So we'll start out with that contest first. First, I'll show my most interesting card here. And the Sports Card Kid, that's for you in the back. We got the Bart Starr autographed shoe advertisement, actually. So I thought that was a pretty neat piece to put in the background. And then my most interesting piece is also Bart Starr related. So this is from 1968, American Oil. And this is the double panel of Mickey Mantle and Bart Starr. This is probably the coolest one of these, the coolest panels they have. There's also like Bart Starr and like a Corvette, and there's all kinds of different ones. But Bart Starr and Mickey Mantle is one of the more sought-after ones. Have it in the grade of PSA 5. Looks great, though. It's hard to think of 2 more iconic people for their teams than Bart Starr for the Packers and Mickey Mantle for the Yankees. And if you turn it around, it kind of has this winner circle, win Corvette thing. So pretty cool. Pretty cool-looking piece. Not something that everybody has. I picked this up a couple years ago, just had to have it. Didn't really go with any sets I was doing or anything like that, but just thought it was a unique piece. So there's the Star Mantle American Oil panel card. We'll set that up back there for now. And then my 2 favorite cards, well, definitely one of the cards I just got in like a week or so ago, and you guys are going to see it again, I guess, because it is obviously one of my most favorite cards in my collection. The 54 Topps Hank Aaron rookie card. Been looking for this card for 2 to 3 years at least, and was finally able to pick it up about a week or 2 ago. And just, I think it's a great looking card for the grade. Just everything I'm looking for with the centering and the deep colors on the card. So yeah, getting a Hank Aaron rookie card with great eye appeal was something that was high on my list, and so happy to have it in my collection. So Hank Aaron is definitely one of my favorite cards in my collection. And number 2 was another card that I was looking for since I first got back in the hobby 5 to 6 years ago. I wanted to pick up this card in the grade of an 8. And here it is. The 57 Topps Bart Starr rookie card in the grade of PSA 8. I had this card in a 7 originally, and I actually sold that 7 last, maybe about 2-3 weeks ago or so, to help pay for the Hank Aaron card you see in the back there. But I was able to upgrade to an 8 in the Star earlier this year. Just, I mean, I don't think you can, if you're a Wisconsin sports fan anyways, I don't think there's too many more other iconic cards you could have than the Bart Starr rookie and the Hank Aaron rookie. So we'll set those guys up back there. And then we'll go ahead and do Hidden Gems subscriber contest. And he, for his contest, is asking, just show 5 cards that make you happy. Well, obviously the cards in the back make me very happy as well. And pretty much every card in my collection makes me happy in some way. But I'm going to do a little bit different spin on it, and I'm just going to show cards that kind of have a little bit of a story with them, and they make me happy for different reasons. So we'll start out with this card. This is the 69 National League Home Run Leaders cards with McCovey, Aaron, and Lee May on it. And this card is special to me because this was really the first vintage card that I ever got. And I probably got this back when I was like 10 years old. We were in Wisconsin Dells, which is like a vacation spot in Wisconsin with a lot of water parks. And my aunt was down there, and I was down there with her, and they had a cool sports card shop in downtown Wisconsin Dells, and she just kind of allowed me to pick out a card, and I was a fan of Hank Aaron back at that time even, and obviously didn't have any money at that time, so I did have some limits to what I could pick out, and I think this was just a couple bucks, and I was able to get my first real vintage card. So that, I'll always have memories of that time in my youth just because of this card here, and I still have it in my collection. So that's the first one I'll talk about. We'll set that up back there, and hopefully these cards will stay up. There we go. The second card I will talk about is, actually we'll do two together. You might think this is kind of a random group of cards or items here, but why these are so important to me and make me happy is because these were given to me for free with by people doing the Green Bay Packers Team Hall of Fame registry set. The guy who is in the head spot of that group, number one, I'm number two, but the guy who's number one has an absolutely insane collection. It's probably worth God knows how much money, probably 100,000 plus, maybe 200,000, I don't know, crazy numbers. But anyways, this particular card here was impossible for me to find the grade of anything greater than like a 5 or 6 on. Mostly these cards came kind of off-centered, especially these 4 together. And he had a 10 in his collection, and so he just sent me a 9, just because he knew I'd have trouble finding it. And so that helped me get to 100% complete in the set. So I was thankful to him for that. And then this one, so his name was Ryan, and then another guy who helped me get into this Packers Team Hall of Fame set on the registry was Troy. And he had sent me this Marv Fleming. This is actually Marv Fleming's rookie card, because he doesn't have a card for that set, but he is in the Packers Team Hall of Fame. So this Marv Fleming Drinks Potato Chip pin is almost impossible to find. It's only a population of 5. There's none graded higher. They just don't come up for sale. So they're in full sets most likely. But Troy happened to have a 9 and an 8, and he knew I was trying to do mine in as high a grade as I could do. So he sent me this pin just for free. So just another example of just great people in the hobby, and I'll never forget, those kind of things that people do. Just awesome. And then we'll show, I'm in a Facebook group called LLC, or Lambeau Leap Collectibles, and I have gotten a couple cards for free from people from that group, just kind of out of the kindness of their heart. So this is a Leroy Butler. This is from like Topps Archives, I want to say. This is a on-card auto of his, and this is sent to me by a guy named Mike, who I'm friends with, and he just knew that I enjoyed the card, and he sent it my way. So every time, I see these cards, I think of just, generosity in the community. Not just the YouTube community, card community in general. I collect a lot of Packer stuff, and Packer fans take care of each other pretty well. And then this is another card sent to me by Packer Cards 87. He's a YouTuber, has tons of subscribers. I think he's got like 25,000 subscribers plus at this point. But anyways, his name is Brian, and he's also in this group that I just mentioned. And he's a straight up just a nice guy as well. So he had sent me some cards in a deal we made, and just included this just to have in my sort of my YouTube collection. So set that back there. Yeah, I'm gonna have stuff falling down back there pretty quick. And then this is a double cards here. This came from Ground Chuck in a care package. Another great YouTuber, Ground Chuck Kyle. And it's stuff like this that I remember the most in my collection and make me happy when I see it. Got the Don Majkowski auto card there, and the Willie Davis auto card here. So very cool there. And last but not least, this card came from another member of the Packers group, Facebook group I'm in, called LLC. And this card was purchased by me from a guy named John, who lives actually in the same town I live in, and we just happen to live in the same town. And but we met in the group, and we met up in person, and after a few beers later, and we made the deal for this card finally. Obviously, Reggie White doesn't have a lot of autographed cards out there, so it was a great card for me to own. And it's also a 3-color patch, which is very rare for the Fabric of the Game cards. So, and I still have beers with John to this day. So it was more than just the card. It was just meeting a new friend and a friend that I still hang out with. So you can't put a price on that. So there is my pile of cards in the back for my 2 response videos. So congrats, Hidden Gem, on almost 200 subs now. You're getting close to that. And congrats on the Sports Card Kid. You're well on your way to 100 subs. So really, I haven't watched a ton of both of your videos, especially the Sports Card Kid, since I just found you. But I did subscribe to you, of course, and I will be watching your videos. And Hidden Gem, I have watched your videos before. I've been watching them for the last couple months. So keep up the great work, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm going to take another drink of New Glarus Spotted Cow, and we are going to wish the Brewers a good game, and hope you all have a good night. Thanks for watching.